Chavim, I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. And friends, I had a lot of people say that they could not make this work, what I had showed them. And not to mention, they said they were having very difficult time being able to see or to find what I was showing and see the video that we did because we were using an iPhone to capture the screen. So this time I came to the Apple computer here to be able to actually screen capture this for you and show this to you. Wanted to just take a few moments here to show you how this is done. At first I thought that maybe when you want to find the third temple sitting on the Temple Mount, according to Google Maps here, that you would actually have to, that it was like a fluke or something there. But it's not. It's actually there no matter who does it. It just depends on how you go about doing it. So first you have to zoom into the Temple Mount, as I'm doing now. You can see the Al-Aqsa Mosque on one side here, the Temple Mount right there. If you wanted to take and do that as a satellite image, you can do it as a satellite image there. And you can pretty much see everything there. Now at the bottom of your screen right here, you see this little guy, little icon there called Browse Street View Images. You click on that right there, and if you'll notice, suddenly all these blue dots and blue roads pop up to where you can see things. Now, you're going to probably have to get a little bit closer because there should be, in this part of the Temple Mount, should be about 3 dots there. So let me just go a little bit closer there, and now we have them there. One should say Temple Mount. Now, if you notice, as I go to hover over them, sometimes it's going to come up with the picture of the Temple Mount or the third temple. Sometimes it will not. In my case, it happened to come up this time. So I'm going to click on it. And voila, that's exactly what you get. Again, you're still on Google Maps. You can see Google right here on your screen there. You can still see you're on the Google Maps section there. And you can see I'm actually clicked on right there, the little image guy there. And I'm looking here at the third temple sitting on the Temple Mount, the way that Google has included this drawing in here. It even says it on there, Temple Mount, Hezekiah, Yaakov is the one that did the photo there. It's a photosphere, December for 2016. But they have included the temple on the Temple Mount in Google Maps there. Now, you can take and you can look up. You can do all kinds of things. You could zoom in on this as well if you want to get a little bit closer look, etc. You can do all of those things there. Now, if you notice on the little toolbar there, if you click on that, now you can see all the different images here on the bottom of your screen. So sometimes when you click on the icon instead, you're going to get a different photo, maybe like this one here or this one here, but there's one called the Temple Mount, and there's even more of these photos. You can keep going, and you can look around and see the different ones, but they actually have one that shows inside the Temple Mount as well, or excuse me, inside the temple. Let me go back to where I was at there. This one there just happens to be called Temple Mount, and that's the way that I actually did this. Now you go back up there, we're going to exit out. You go right back to the screen there. Let me close this out right there. Again, if you want to see something, you just click on the little icon. And as I did before, you can see inside the Dome of the Rock, for example. Notice at the bottom, here's your pictures again as well, all right? And so you can kind of scroll around, see inside the Dome of the Rock, etc. That's how that works. This is called the Al-Aqsa Mosque by Muhammad Rashid, who actually made this particular panoramic photo there. Again, I click on the images there. Because I was able to get it to work on mine, it pretty much stays on the temple now on that particular icon. But a lot of these here, like this one here, instead, what you get is you get the panoramic view of an actual photograph of the Dome of the Rock there. And you don't actually see then, in that case there, you don't see anything to do with the third temple on those pictures there. But it gives you all the different pictures in the area there, etc., and how you can see that. And of course, once I've moved off of that to another picture, it does change the location. You got to come back over here to the Temple Mount. Again, it doesn't matter if you're using just a map on there. You'll have to play around with it. I do know that once you click on that one there that's for the Temple Mount, all right, this is where I'm at here. It's the, out of the three dots, it's the dot to the left there. It all has to do with the photograph. Some people, when you click on it, you're going to get, let me go back to it real quick. You're not going to get that particular view. You might get a different view there because there are different photographs there that show this on there, and you cannot just get anything that you want necessarily every single time. So there are people that do have issues with that. Just quickly, I want to take you to Sputnik News here. We do have breaking news that's coming out, Sputnik there. And I thought I'd be able to go right to it here. It doesn't look like it's going to allow me to. There was a car accident inside of Russia, major car accident. 9 children were killed in this car accident. And I actually found it on Twitter. It's not coming up right now. But at any rate, there was a very serious accident. 10 were killed in all thus far. It's a large-scale road accident in central Russia. The Syrian army also regains full control over Al-Tal city in Damascus province there. That's important for the Syrian army because Damascus has really become under siege from all directions, as we reported there from overlooking Damascus here a couple of months ago, inside of from the hillside of Jerusalem, the Golan there. Said that Al-Tal in Damascus province, which had a pre-war population of over 60,000, fell under full control of the Syrian armed forces, the Russian Defense Ministry has said there. So they're making major gains over there, and one thing I have been wondering is something going to happen that's going to turn the tide of this war? And anything, of course, could happen that could change things right now. We know the prophecies. We've seen so many prophecies fulfilled regarding Syria thus far. Over in Micah chapter 7, for example, the nation becoming basically a nation of refugees from the civil war fighting that's going on there. But we're still waiting to see, is the prophecy of Damascus in chapter 17 of Isaiah, is this going to be fulfilled? Have no idea at the moment. If we are at that time, you would think we were, but at the rate that Russia is going and helping the Syrian army retake the country, they're making a lot of headway right now. And unless some kind of surprise attack from NATO changes this, we'll just have to see. I know we did have the 2 ships that came in from NATO there inside the Mediterranean there with 4,000 men on board there that are with, these are amphibious landing ships that has really had me a little bit concerned about what might happen in the near future concerning Syria. But we'll just have to wait and see. Can't predict exactly what's going to happen there by no means. At any rate, I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. Just a quick take here of the broadcast.